Welcome to Zelda Speedruns. We have for you the opening match from the Zelda 2 Randomizer Max Rando Tournament 2026, a Swiss Round 1 matchup between Ellendar and Sigil. I am VT Slacker, I'll be your tracker on this race, and I'll pass it over to our commentator for this race, the Gob one. Take it away, Gob.
Mighty ho, thank you, Slacker. Off we go. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the 2026 Maximum Randomization, aka Max Rando Tournament. If you've never experienced Max Rando, it's a good time. Everything's randomized. We can start with any item, any spell. We can start with any spell item. The goal is to get into GP and get it done. We can start with a random amount of gems we need to complete, anywhere from 0 to 6. So it's a good time. I imagine a bit chaotic at the start of the seed for a tracker. Let's dial in and see what we've got. Got Reflect, Spell, Downstab, and the key. It looks like 3 gems to complete. I believe. Ourselves a mountainous biome here. Starting Downstab and a starting key is pretty nice. That's your early Palace entry starting package. Also, the default 4 hearts and 4 magic containers. That is also something that can be randomized. Number of lives look like it also rolled default too. Pretty tame seed to start off this Rando tourney, but we'll see how things go. Got the medicine and the grass tile for Sigil. Yeah, 3 lives, 4 magic, 4 life. We're gonna see the back of Sari. Let's see if Sigil asks where Bagu is. He does not. There's our upstab. Everything shuffled into the pool. Now, if we want that upstab, we're gonna have to go out of our way and find the mirror. We may come across it. We could also ask the wizard lady. Oh, she's not the wizard lady. She's the wizard's daughter? Granddaughter? Something? But we don't have access to the other side without the letter or the fairy spell, so... Oh boy, that was a 500 point B-bag. Sigil got it. It should tick up. Oh, and it didn't get it! If he lived for like 1 or 2 more frames, I think he would have gotten that XP, but 500 point P-bags in the pool. Not very friendly looking encounters, however. As can be the case. Both runners having to up A after getting to the... Yeah, this encounter is... I mean, you want the early XP, but just dying over and over again makes it difficult, right? You also want to try to find the mobs with the XP, because that's also randomized. Enemies can roll, I believe, up to plus or minus 2 of their range of XP. Actually, maybe it's even more than that. I should know this, but we'll look it up really quick. Excuse me, it's minus 4 to plus 4, so that's right. I should have known that. You could, you could kill a Gorilla that gives you like 150 bucks. Or you can work your butt off to kill a Dyra that gives you 10 or 20. There's a 500 point P-bag for Ellendar as he enters into one of the most dangerous caves early on in the dark. That's Medicine Cave. Basically relies solely on what kind of enemies are in here. Looks like he's already into the back half of it, though. The beginning is usually the harder part because there's generators just going at you. A 21 P-bag! And Sigil finds P-bag Town! Hooray! And if it wasn't for the 500 point P-bag in the pools, this would be a pretty rough start experience-wise. Is attack 2 any better than attack 1? Looks like maybe slightly. To tell for sure, but... Alright, Sigil's found his medicine cave. He's going to be absolutely thrilled. Beyond belief. Oh man, yeah, I don't think you're... If you don't have downstab in this cave, I do not think you're getting through. This is a triple boomer, boys. as I call them. Oh, there's a raft tile on the west. I think we saw that already, but little tricky raft tile just hanging out. Could be our only way off. We're not sure. All right, Sigil made it through to the backside. Another boomer boy to meet you. I don't think that raft tile's quite all the way bottom left, but it is near the bottom left-ish. Looks like we are probably starting somewhere in the middle-ish of the map, if I had to guess. Maybe a little bit left. Oh, an Aaron 2U2 raid. Thank you for the raid, Aaron. Hey, nicely done by Ellendar to kill that red Dyra. $150 redos. You have not missed a whole lot. Sigil, first one to find Mito here, which is Watertown. We have no idea if we're going to need that because we cannot see Niburu at this time. We're going to go to the purple payout, I call this guy, because he's always got a good hint, baby. Barba slithers with the fairy spell. That's a good one. To be fair, he doesn't always have a good hint, but I feel like the majority of the time, that guy is going to have a hint. Thus, I call him the purple payout. Ellendar just passed a town that I missed. Yeah, it's a 3-gem seed. Yep, 3-gem seed. We started with default lives, default 4 containers each. Alright, so we're going to turn in the medicine that he picked up. Because we don't know if we need this water, so unfortunately you can't really skip it. Okay, so yeah, Ellendar must have seen Mito as well here. He just didn't go into it. There is a magic container in Pillar P-Bag Cave. Amazing. This is almost always P-Bag in my experience, but not today. 5th container for the fellas. Sigil's making his way through Heart Container Cave. I missed what was in this initially. Alright, now one thing to note is that we have walked around and we found a lot of random single... or a lot of random forest tiles. We haven't seen any singular forest tiles, which leads me to believe that Bagu is going to be somewhere in a forest somewhere, and not on a single tile. We have found the way to DM... without anything to do in there other than search, we're going to leave and come back. I like that decision. 200 points for the orange Dyras. Sigil's gonna... Wait, hold up. Wait a minute. Here's a single forest tile. It is Brogu! I completely lied to you. What do I know about this game? We'll take his big jar of white goo, the magic container. 6th one for us. One away from guaranteeing entry into Grandma's basement should we find it in the east. So right now, it looks like DM is our only way off unless we come across a raft tile, and there's no guarantee that that doesn't also just go to DM. Oh, first palace! We did start with this any key, and we've also got Trophy Cave on Ellendar's side. The baby wizard, I love it. By the way, if you've never seen this game, the amount of sprites we have is incredible. Ooh, you know what? That's actually a pretty good find. Sigil's found the front of Saria as well. So he's going to get a chance to ask where the mirror is. It's in Raru. Okay, interesting. And then we're also going to check the table here. And another... That's 7 containers that we know of, I believe. I don't think Ellendar's found the front. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Was that a hint for the flute I thought I saw? No, because... Oh, Ellendar has community hints on, so... I'm used to playing without it, and it just says, I know nothing. But you can turn on the checkbox that says community hints, and get some pretty hilarious ones, actually. Alright, we found our first palace. It is a 3 or a 6, with no items in it. We know this because there's no clouds at the front. Ellendar is actually going to get his mirror. He can get upstab. That's right, yeah. If you're not aware, Ellendar, the I guess you could call him like the main dev of Z2R. I know Initsu and Jiro Boy add a lot to it. He was like He was the main proponent behind the new version we have, 5.0, which puts pretty much everything in the shuffle if you so choose. Oh, we got another palace! That's P5 with one item in it because of one cloud at the start. And I don't think we're going to want to do that one this early. With attack 2 and 0 safeties to our name, that is a tall task to find Monsieur Guma. And the nice thing is... Oh, we've got a red Dyra in here. Oh, okay, this is smart. Look at this. If you cast Reflect... you block the Dyra axis. And not a very oft-used tactic, to be honest, but a smart one. Ooh, Candle! Candle is okay. Looks like Sigil is in P1? Am I blind? I thought he went into P3. Oh, he just found P1 and he found the boss immediately. Alright, so we've got the answer to what our 3 palaces here are on the west. 1, 3, and 5. What I was going to say earlier is... with only 3 gems to put in, we may not even have to go into that 5. Of course, one of the most important items in this game is the glove. It is almost always required, though, to be fair, in Max Rando, much less so because of how GP can be wildly inconsistent in what it is, but it is definitely on pretty much everyone's mind during the seed when you don't start with it, so... That was a long-winded way for me to say the glove could be sitting in 5 that we need to go back and get in. So it may not be the last time we see it, but both runners are hoping so for sure. So it looks like, oh, there's another 500. One thing to think about too is when you have to put less gems in, you have Silver Star and Palace one. Okay, buddy, calm down, wrong game. You have to be a little more strategic the less gems you have to place. So with 3 gems, we've got to be a little strategic here. There is the 7th container, so if we happen upon Granny's basement on Ellendar's side, he will guarantee be able to get into it. So right now, the question is, runners probably want to try to do 1 and 3. 1, obviously, there's no items in here. I think Sigil was trying to find more XP so that he could get over the threshold, but I don't think he was able to find it, so... He will place the first gem of the seed and take first blood. 2 gems to go for him. In a very experienced, droughted P1. If I had to guess, these runners are going to do 1 and 3, full clear the west, look if there's a potential another way off, and if not, we're going to DM, baby. It looked like it was just a vanilla DM, or a vanilla-like DM, so not too difficult. However, one thing to note, if this is your first time watching Max Rando, I believe it's been true in tournaments in the past, but I can't say for sure, but... The vanilla shuffled versions are in all 3 biomes, and vanilla shuffled DM is a literal nightmare. So far we have a mountainous west and a vanilla-like DM, and we don't know our eastern biome quite yet. Alright, Ellendar puts his first gem in as well. I believe runners just going across what the others have done so far. I was attempting to mark a tracker to where everything was, but I already got lost, so... If I am correct, I believe the only west check we have not been able to do is the downstab, man, in Mido, because we don't have Jumper Fairy right now. Oh, that's P3, also with 0 items, so 1 and 3 have no items. P5 has 1 item. I mean, there's nothing stopping P5 from holding the raft that goes east. Just saying. Or to the maze. A hintless kid stays hintless. Alright. What are we doing? Both runners exhausting options. Ellendar deciding not to go into P3. It could be P6, of course, too, right? So Depends on the runner's level of comfort fighting downstab. Oh, they have downstab. Never mind. Yeah, Rebo is kind of free then, and on attack to Barba might take a little while. Oh, good. You know what? I'm so happy Ellendar got hit by that spike tile in front of the cave. We love spike tiles in front of caves, don't we, kids? Of course, there is an option in the randomizer to remove those, and it is... Oh! Immediate hammer cave! Yeah, we have to dig this, I think. There's no guarantee that there's a way off of this DM. It could be that raft tile, and it could be in here, so... Ellendar making the right call. We've got to go in here. There's Candle for Sigil. I think that's his last Western check, so... Right now, the only time difference is about the difference of Sigil trying to find a little bit of extra XP in P1. No way! He's going into P5! What a Giga Chad. He may just be looking at... There's the statue right there that also tells you there's one item in here. Now, one thing to keep in mind is that all the different palace types... Sans the loopy palace type and the chaos palace type are in here, so another factor or skill really is determining what palace type you're in. Man, a lot of red Dairas in this seed so far. Oh, of course, Hammer Cave is nothing because when you dig... Oh, look at this! Sigil's made it to the item. It was free. Just go left. And Ellendar cursing the name. But I mean, he made the right call. You have to go in that. Survey says it's also 1,000-point P-Bag. Hey, at least it's big money, but it is not a progression item. Sigil gonna stick around. He may just leave after he gets the level. This might actually be attack 4. An attack 4. I think Ellendar didn't up A because the walk back to get to DM is probably about the same amount as walking out of DM. And it's just safer and faster because there's no encounters, just empty rooms, right? Right, it's cave math time. Is there a cave off here? There could be a little stretch of water at the bottom, or there could be water on the side. Likely there is water on the side with a little bridge on it. It's hard to say. So we're going searching, baby. Yeah, if any of you have ever watched me, you know my feelings of Hammer Cave. I call it Hammer Cave syndrome because when you check it right away, it's nothing, and when you leave it, it's the required item. It is a 3-gem seed, Jay, and both have already placed in. We gotta try to find a way to get a HUD update for the Max Rando and stuff. Although I think our lovely tracker, Mr. Slacker, there's a command I think that says gems. I don't know if it works or not. So, wait, Slacker put the Larry emote in the. Did we? Oh, did we find our way? Oh no, we're in Saria. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, you can always exclamation mark gems. There you go. Look at this guy. So Sigil just got the level. Attack 4 could be big. And he's going to make his way into this level 3 with no items. Or 3 or 6, sorry. While Ellendar is troll... Okay, so there is the water, but with no boots, we're stuck. There could be a bridge further up the coastline. So far, no bueno on any way off here. And we don't have a hammer, so we can't do a whole lot else in here. Yeah, if it's 6, it has... well, no, it can't be 6, actually, right? Yeah, we know it's P3 because 6 has fairy in it, so it has to have at least one item, so... Good call, Shift. This is guaranteed to be P3. Now, just thinking about the scene, I think there's got to be a way off here. There's the raft tile! So, there's got to be a cave in here? Because we full cleared the west. And we do not have... There it is! I was going to say there's got to be a cave off. Because we didn't see a bridge. It's all the way at the top. Kind of wondered about that cave, too, when we went into Hammer Cave. But it was hard to tell if things lined up. But here we go. Complete. Forget the word. Diversification of where the runners are. Brain is melting. Sorry, I'm rusty. It's been a while. But Ellendar's made his way to the maze. And, oh, look at this room. This room is, I hate to say it, a little bit of BS if you come in from the right. Because that Moa just shows up at the very, very worst time. Divergence. Thank you, thank you. I knew it was a D word. Okay, I was halfway there. Oh, another 1,000-point bag for Sigil. I like this play a lot. Most seeds in Max Rando attack 5. I mean, even in any, really. But especially in Max Rando, most seeds attack 5 will do you just fine on T-Bird. So one of the strategies I like to employ is just get to attack 5 and then ignore attack the rest of the way. So, alright, we have found ourselves a Rebonak. A 0-item P4 on the maze. Love it, dude. Where have all the items gone? I mean, well, 5 only had 1, so, I mean, maybe 6. 5 and 6 can have up to 3 items. Oh, Ellendar! Oh, no! Nobody saw that. Nobody saw that. No, everyone look away. Mulligan, mulligan. Everyone's done that before, just saying. It's a tricky looking jump, okay? This is actually a 4-tile jump, and he made it nice. We're doing all this without a glove. Hey, that is the second gem for Sigil. Only one more gem to place. Then, of course, we have to find GP. It is part of the shuffle. It can be anywhere. Obviously, we know right now it's in the east or in VOD somewhere, but it can... We've had seeds where you walk into GP 10 seconds after the seed starts because it's right next door, so... But not this time. That poor... See, this is why I love all the custom sprites and stuff, but you have to know your sprite. Because this is where it's hard. You have to know exactly what to look at on your sprite to make the 4-tile jump. There it is. Beautiful. That was perfect. Oh, 1-ups in the big draw pool. Useful, but not really going to help us in GP, because in GP the goal is to try not to kill anything. It's to run and hide like a ninja. They never ask how is GP. You know what, J-Ro? That's because GP can... Oh, Ellendar, oh my god! How did he live that, man? Okay, he decides he wants to get the fairy and take the drop. Hey! This is an elevator down. It could lead to the boss. We do have Reflect, which is why Ellendar's in here. We started the game with it, and again, with 3 gems, you kind of just want to... Oh, here's an Aaron room. Shout out to Aaron, who rated us earlier. I call this the happy accident room, because... No, it's just we're building the room, and we just, you know, put a few trees wherever we want. It's happy little accidents. Just put them wherever. This is a drop. Where is this gonna go? Oh, Sigil did actually miss a cave on the west. He's going back for it. I forget what was in here. Oh, it was that 7th magic container. Okay, so the drops drop on themselves. That means that, actually don't know what it means for the palace type. I think that means it's, reconstructed? You see so few drops nowadays. Alright, Sigil is completely done with the west, again, except for that downstab man that neither runner could get to. We're gonna need to find jump or fairy. We have a hint that fairy's in the palace, but I don't know if we're gonna get it or not. If you've ever been through GP, fairy is pretty useful in a few rooms, so it's always sort of on the bucket list, I would say. But there's the 1,000-point bag for Ellendar, so our levels are definitely getting into a situation where we're comfortable enough to go through GP with this. Okay, we found the bridge to the east. This also looks mountainous. And there's the boots. Will we need them? Will that make things easier for us? I don't think particularly. It might make getting through DM a little easier if we need to, but there is still the water tile check out there that could have an item on it. There's a three-eyed rock, which we don't know. Oh, look at this. Are we going to be able to use the boots? Oh, there's the entrance to Vaught. Are you kidding me? Wow. Wait, where was this? Where the heck was this bridge? Was it all the way at the very top of the west? And I don't think Ellendar found it up there. Yeah, wow. That is very far out of the way, it looks like. Sigil up 8. Oh no, he's in the east. Never mind, excuse me. This looks almost like the starting area of the game. Oh boy, baby. Everybody loves a swamp in their mountain. Alright, Ellendar still trolling through this P4 looking for Karok. We know there's no items. He just wants to put the gem in and get out of here, man. Magic Container Town. Last container found. Z2R is in the pocket of Big Swamp. We used to have a biome called Wetlands, which was all swamp, but we all kind of baby rage and got it taken out, so... Thanks to Alan and I think it's Chabert and Sonny who are in charge of the flags for that. Alright, here we go. We have found Risen P-Bag Cave. I call this Prison P-Bag Cave because sometimes if you find this cave really early, you get trapped by that Mr. Moa. Now, we have the cross, so it shouldn't be too bad. Oh my goodness, Ellendar found a... This P4 sucks, man. This is one of the worst feelings when you're like, okay, I'm gonna go in this palace. Just give me a nice, easy, free one with the boss like 3 rooms in. Oh no, how about 25 rooms later? That is the child. I almost called him the name I call him, but we can't do that on this stream. If you know, you know. Oof, and we got shot. That's okay, we got a lot of lives here. Trying to look at what we've got left and what items we've got currently. We've got the mirror that we can't see. Mirror, we got the medicine and turned that in. We did not find the trophy, but I believe Rando was junk, so... Yeah, watch your language, yeah. Yeah, gonna be hard for me to do, but... We'll get her done. Oh baby, more swamp. Don't you swamp me, baby. We do not have a hammer for this forest tile, but it's always good to just walk over it so you know. If you walk over it and nothing happens, then it's almost for surely the hammer tile. If you walk over it, though, you can find things like Stonehenge or other things that are not so cool. Ah, here we go. Sunken P-Bag Cave. Really? Okay, well, I mean, his name is it's Dipser, you know. We'll call him that for now. Middle of the day, you know, there could be kids watching play this 40-year-old game. You never know, you never know. Alright, beautiful 20-point P-Bag in Step Cave, or sorry, Sunken Cave, whoops. There it is. Of a kid casting it. Okay, that's just mean, man. Alright, so what's on the books? Ellendar is searching Maze Island. Have we found any items here yet? So I was about to say, I don't have any items marked from the maze yet. Okay. With you, Slacker, I'm with you. Okay, that's junk. You know what? That's where the kid usually is. Look what he left behind. Just his jar of apricot jam. Makes sense. Okay, Ellendar's still looking, so we gotta be looking for the second item. Oh, look at that fake water tile, man. Oh, this is a nice long dead end. You love to see it. Alright, I think Ellendar might be a little bit worried because I don't think he saw that bridge on the west. He may think that he full cleared the west and he's wondering why there isn't a way off here. Of course, he'll know eventually that because there isn't a way off, it's got to be back on the west. Because he full cleared DM as well. But where is the second item? So one thing to keep in mind is that Thunderbird is a 50-50 required or not in this flag set, so Thunder is also another spell that is on your mind basically the whole game. Do I need it? Do I not? We don't know. And you will never know until you get into GP. So it's always one that you're sort of happy to find along the way, but not one you really want to go out of your way to search for. Second cave. Yeah, can it be a second cave in DM? No, I think it was a cave 2 DM, so. Yeah, we've actually got all the connectors. It was west to DM. There we go! Oh, that's a big one! Hello there! That was a great search for Ellendar. Northwest corner %. Gets him the glove. And he's done. He's out of here. He knows there's no way out. Yeah, west to DM, west cave to DM, cave in DM to the maze. A raft tile from the west to maze that we don't have, but is relevant, and bridge from the west to the east. And that is what is on Ellendar's mind right now. He's got to know by the logic at this point that there's got to be a bridge somewhere on the west. Unless he thinks he didn't see all of DM, which is possible. He might think there's a bridge on the water part that he didn't see, I believe, in the northeast, so. Find out. That glove is huge. That's a huge sigh of relief because, like I said really early, if you weren't here, the glove is required. In a standard Z2R seed, the glove is required like 99% of the time. In Max Rando, I would put it at probably like 90-ish. Maybe a little more than that, but regardless, the glove is huge get. And almost always going to be required in GP, so getting that off your mind. Okay, so Ellendar is searching for a way off. So he will find this bridge eventually. Sigil is working his way through. He's just trying to figure out where the heck everything is. There's the water tile. Alright, what's on here? Oh my god! You're kidding me! The boots get you thunder. That could be required. We won't know. Where did we get the boots again? I forget. Wow, dude. Where were those boots? I think they were kind of free, weren't they? On the desert tile. Okay, yeah, they weren't hard to get. Okay. So, unless Ellendar gets another palace stun and finds GP before that tile, he'll probably get thunder as well, but holy man. Here I am knocking the boots. Bagu's Letter Town. Well, that's permission to complete the seed that we don't require. We did get the water very early on, but. So we're not going to turn it in, but we are going to go check the fountain, see what's soggy. We haven't found an extra heart container yet, but the seed rolls. It initially rolls a value between 1 and 8, and then it rolls. Trophy, that's useless. And then it rolls how many maximum hearts can be in the seed, and it can roll 0. So, believe it or not, there. Oh, he's got a hint for the boots, but useless to him. Ellendar, you know there's no more caves in here. It's 2 caves to get here. You have to know it's a bridge. And it's not over troubled water, because you've seen it all! Anyway, so yeah, there are seeds where you can start with 1 heart and get no other hearts in the rest of the seed. That is what we call pure, unfiltered pain, and that is why there is an option to re-roll the seed. There, okay, Ellendar's seen all the water. There's no bridge. It's gotta be west, Ellendar. It's west. Go back. Here we go. This is P2 with no items in it. Where are all the items? You know what? The fact that we found so many junk items kind of gives you a little hint of the fact that there's probably no more hearts in this seed. I think 4 hearts is going to be it. Oh, Glock, though. There's other ways to go, though. There's other ways to go. And what else was I going to say? I forget. Yeah, there's not a whole lot to check. Nukasudo, I don't think we found. Nukasudo, and then there is... oh, I wonder if Nukasudo is under that 3-eyed rock. There's still potentially a lot of pain here, depending on how things go, but... both runners have pieces of what they probably need, the glove being way more important than thunder, just based on pure statistics, but it may not be required. Sigil's just going to try to do this P2 and then find GP, which, I don't know, this is the first palace I believe we've seen on the east, so it could still be the other palace, or it could be in Vod, which we saw the entrance to right off of the bridge. This is a very messed up biome in the east, by the way. It's a vanilla lake, which always ends up working out to be like a... I always call it like a burger. You've got usually 2 like big bun halves, and then a thinner slice in the middle is typically how it rolls. This one rolled with VOD all the way in the top left, and it looks like you have to loop all the way around to the right. There we go, Ellendar's got it! Right, exactly, Slacker. Yeah, sorry. I'm very bad at getting distracted. Sorry. It's so exciting, man. There's so much going on my screen. Alright, Ellendar gonna get his shoes, aka boots. And unless, yeah, maybe this was the secret to getting around faster. Oh, that is such a troll, man. Oh, sorry if you hear my dogs barking. They're mad that Ellendar got killed by that bot. The assassination bot. That guy's about to get a promotion. Yeah, it's a weird east, but I think Sigil didn't go through these Druni encounters, usually for good reason, because they kind of suck, but going downhill on them is a lot easier than going uphill, so this isn't too bad. What town is this? Is this Nukasudo? Okay, we saw Sigil in here, but Ellendar took the fast way. But I think that means he might have missed the water tile. Oh no. Okay, hopefully it sends him back. Oh, okay, I think we're starting in the middle slice of the vanilla lake. That's what's going on. And I don't know that we've seen the top half. Man, this is a weird eastern biome. Yeah, it's mountainous, but it's got an open lake spot. It's kind of like... Why did I call it vanilla lake? I'm dumb, by the way. It's mountainous, but it's got, like, open water area. It's like vanilla lake and mountainous had a baby, is what I was trying to say. Okay, well. Ellendar found P2. And yeah, it looks like Sigil went every way he could, but it's glove blocked. That's going to allow Ellendar to get it. Now... depending on which way Ellendar goes from here, though, he may not get that Thunder Spell. Again, it may not be required. Hell, the glove might not be required either. Excuse me. But Sigil's got to find a palace. He's got to find a third palace to do. So that means he's either going to have to go back west and do P5? Or he's going to have to go to Maze Island and do P4, which we know sucks. Or he has to go back to the east and look around, because what's left, that's, we got P2, so it's P6 and GP are the ones that are left. Oh, and Sigil, yeah. Has he found his way to Maze Island yet? He may not have. I thought he was there, but I guess not. Oh, another mob getting a promotion. Spear to the big toe knocks you off the edge. Oh, it's the Great Lakes climate in the mountainous. Man, I have to say that is a combo that I rarely ever see. But lucky for you guys, our tracker, Mr. VT Slacker, who you should follow, by the way, because he also restreams matches and stuff. He rolled us the Beauty Mountainous Great Lakes combination. How far to Helmet Head? And will we validate our seed by getting spit on by Helmet Head? That is the only thing that matters when you play this game. Sorry to say. Alright, Sigil's trolling his way around DM here. Trying to find the connector that he will also logically know that there's got to be a cave in here. Fortunately, he's at the complete opposite of it, but he has the boots, so if he can get to the outside water, he can walk around and check quite a few caves pretty freely. I guess he might also think it's in the west. Here we go. Here's Helmet Head. Ellendar doing his best not to get spit on. Oh, seed valid. Alright, he's found Hammer Cave. We saw Ellendar do this too. Of course, now with the Glove Lock Palace, the glove is front and center for Sigil. Oh, we found the raft too, apparently. Where did we get the raft from? Alright, Ellendar in go mode. Gonna get his lives back here. And now the question is GP... Raph was in Darunia. Oh, okay. Yeah, I tried to track this myself, but I could not do it. This is why trackers are the goats, by the way. They have the hard job. I just get to sit here and yap like a moron. Alright, is GP in that VOD, or is it out in the open? Is it under the three-eyed rock, which would require us to go find the flute? That's also a possibility that I should have thought of earlier, but I just thought of it now. This is why we lose races, kids. So Ellendar probably wants to... Well, you know what? It could be under that forest tile, too. That is the forest tile! So that means the hammer may be required. We've done almost everything other than finding New Kasuto, right? There's the nice fake water tile. Water tile's still on the menu for Ellendar, of course. He might get this thunder after all. I think Sigil thinks the cave is on the west. He knows it's a cave to the maze, but he just doesn't know where to find it. We have seen a lot of the east. I have got to think that... I don't know if a palace can... Yeah, a palace can be under the three-eyed rock. Actually, what is probably is the case, now that I'm thinking about it, because I think we've seen everything at this point. The palace is going to be under the three-eyed rock, and New Kasuto is going to be under the hammer tile. Those two pair together. When one rolls, the other one rolls as well, so... I think I said that incorrectly, but regardless, I am 90% sure at this point it's New Kasuto under that hammer tile, and And the last palace is under that flute. Yep. So, I mean, I think we have to go into VOD. Right, because P2 has no items. P5 has a P bag. P1, 2, 3, and 4 have no items. P5 had a P bag. We can't get to the Spec Rock. Yeah, it's 50-50 whether it rolls off or not, so... A lot of times they do end up being vanilla if they roll on, which is fine. But I'm just thinking about what's left to do. We know our oh, there's a Larry Block cave! That's just a pass-through to the bottom half. Hold on, we're not done yet. Okay, Ellendar's gonna get... He's gonna get his Thunder. But I am pretty certain that 6 is in VOD. And I think it's gonna have 3 items. And I think it's gonna have Fairy, the Flute, and the Hammer. Well, that's not true. I think it more likely will have the Hammer to get us to New Kasuto. It could have all 3, but I think it will have one or the other of the Flute and the Hammer, plus Fairy. Much more likely to be the Hammer that gets us into New Kasuto, which could have our Flute to unlock our GP. Welcome to the Rando, baby. Sometimes you can get chains like this. This isn't the worst chain by far. Sometimes you can get, like, all the Quest Town items, like, you know, the trophy leads to the mirror, leads to the medicine, leads to downstab, or something dumb like that. But yeah, based on what we've seen, I am almost sure that VOD is going to hold P6. And our GP is going to be under the 3-eyed rock. How we get the flute? Don't know. Oh, we've got ourselves a happy little accident room again. Sigil does not have the glove, so he's got to go over. Oh, hello! There's the wide experience coming into play. $700 dues for a blue iron knuckle. That is the maximum they can give you. Same with that blue Skelly, bro. He gave 200. That's rolled all the way up. XP gods giveth and taketh away. When you kill a... Nothing feels worse than when you downstab a red Daira 17 times and he gives you 30 XP, so... Get too excited. Alright, Sigil has found the way to Guma in P5. Now he's going to run across the exact same problem as Ellendar. He has searched, I believe, all of the east. So he's going to get that bridge, and he's probably going to go directly into VOD, because he's hoping it's GP. But the way the seed is logically played out, I'm positive it cannot be GP. You have to get access to all the palaces and things, so... And obviously, like, P6 can't lock itself under the 3-eyed rock. The flute in it, so... If this is VOD, I guess I'll eat my shorts on stream, but you guys will never know. And now comes the fun part. We're gonna make our way into this VOD, which should have P6. Now, what do you do if you find the flute right away? Do you stick around looking for the fairy spell? Do you stick around for potentially having a hammer in here as well? It can get pretty interesting decision-wise, depending on what we find first. Obviously, we don't need to kill the boss. Which means, of course, Barba will be... Oh, Mulligan, nobody saw that. Barba will be like 4 rooms in. And we'll have to go past her, but... You can kill the boss, but you can't place the gem. All 3 gems are placed for our players. No more gem XP to be had, though, based on the levels they've got, they're more than good enough to... Yep, there it is! What did we say? It's almost like I've played this game before. No, Ellendar, you need to go in there! What are you doing? Uh-oh. Where's he going? What the hell? Why did he leave? What am I missing? What does he think he can do? I think he was hoping it was GP. Maybe he hasn't seen all of the East yet. Right? He probably was like, I'm just going to YOLO in here and hope it's GP, and if it's not, I'm going to go look at the rest of the East. That's actually a completely valid play, to be honest. Of course, we know that that's not the case, because Sigil has seen the entire East. He knows that he's got to go into this 6 and look for... well, he hopes to find the flute, but my guess is this is going to be Fairy, the Hammer, and a Junk check is my guess for the 3 items. With Nukasudo having our flute. Nukasudo will probably... Oh, we have Spell, so we can get to the tower. We can get in Grandma's basement, yeah. Yeah, what an interesting seed. It's a... Oh, there's Fairy. Okay, so... The question now is this palace logical? Because if it's a logical palace, we can go up that elevator, go left and down and go right and get that Fairy spell. Wow, Sigil not even going for it, man. Balls of Steel. I would go directly for that Fairy spell. That is too useful in GP, man. Yeah. Well, and here we go. That's the Fairy jump block, and we don't have either. What is left in this seed, man? We don't have shield. We don't have life. We don't have jump. We don't have fire. All of these things must be in the final checks. Oh my god, what if the flute's in 3-eyed Spec Rock? Oh, dude, this has a... This by far not done, but there's so much left. I think we need the hammer to get to the flute, is my guess. We could just find... Oh no, it's a glove block! And Sigil can't find the way to the maze. Yeah, I'm very certain that GP is under that 3-eyed rock. Yeah, it does look like a logical palace. So yeah, if we just go left and then we'll get eventually, it could be a few rooms, but we'll eventually get an elevator down and then we just find the right and takes us to this is a pass-through item room right here. Okay, the jump spell! Okay, so the other item has to be the hammer. It has to be. To get to Nukasudo, which is going to have shield. Wow, we don't know because of the Spec Rock that still exists. This is crazy, man. I love it. I love it. This is awesome, man. Okay, he made it to the fairy room. This is the... Oh, no, it's not, because there's no statue. The start of the fairy room where the item room with fairy in it will look just like that, but it'll have a statue there. Sigil is just looping around, though, I think, right? Is it glove block for him? Oh my god, no way. Yeah, so Ellendar, I understand why he up-A'd. He didn't see all of the east. He still had an item cave to do and stuff, so... It makes total sense what he did. Alright, Sigil's gonna be able to use this jump to get up. Oh no, it's just the dead end room that I can't say. That's a little too much. Right! I completely forgot about both the stab dudes. Right, okay, so there's still quite a few checks, but I would bet really good money that there's no more hearts in this seed. We have too much stuff to get, right? We need to get shield, life, fire, the hammer. Maybe I'm wrong, because there's 3 checks in Nukasudo, And there's 3 overworld checks, or not overworld, but there's 2 town men checks and spec rock. Okay, a fairy glove block, that's good. So, I mean, Sigil has to get so lucky that GP isn't glove blocked. That's so unlikely, man. It's sad that he couldn't find the connector to the maze. But I mean, it's possible. You never know, man. GP can be anything. It could be a 12 room pretty standard thing. It could be 3 rooms to Dark Link or 4 rooms. It could be a 40 room full GP with Thunderbird required or not. You don't know, man. Alright, yeah, Ellendar knows now he's got to go into this P6. Oh, that's not a fairy glove block. You need the glove to get to the rest of it. And to get to the 3rd item, which has got to be the hammer. Well, that's not true. That's not true. That's okay, though. Now we have jump. Now we can go check the downstab and upstab, dude. Oh, Ellendar! Okay, we're good. I mean, Sigil... Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I keep forgetting about the stabby bros. Sigil praying, man. Praying that the stab dudes have his glove. Check that cave! Sigil, check that cave! Right there, walk in it! Yes, let's go! Okay, if he'll definitely search for, Oh, Ellendar, no! Use your thunder spell! You will definitely check for both items. Oh no, man. What a troll encounter. Alright, so Ellendar's got to walk back to the bridge. It's not too terrible of a walk, but it's more annoying to get back to than anything. So once Sigil finds his glove, he can go back to 6. But he just might find the hammer on the stab boys, and that may... he might just find the flute on the stab boy, too. He might find it, We're getting messages here. Don't these people know that I'm commentating Jeepers Creepers, man? Yeah. Alright, we're back, though. It's about 45 seconds. It's annoying, but... it's not the worst walk back in history, that's for sure. Sigil, go up. Yep, he's about to get his glove. And he's... oh, of course the encounter pushes you away, right? Alright, there we go. Ellendar thundering them down. Alright, Sigil was going to want to find both items anyway, right? Because he probably knows at this point that 3-eyed rock is the answer. So once he gets his glove, it's basically the first person to get to the flute. That flute is either hammer block New Kasuto or spec rock or jump block stabby boys, which we had to go all the way into P6 to get. Maze doing maze things, man. Of course, the glove is going to be blocked behind. I think it's the double encounter side. That's just the way she rolls. Boots should help kind of mitigate some of the encounters, but definitely not all of them. Alright, Ellendar into P6. He's got the glove. Is he going to leave when he finds the jump and fairy spell, though? I highly doubt it. I guess the 3rd item could just be the flute, too, right? The jump could get you into the stab guys, which gets you the hammer, which gets you to New Kasuto. The game logically has to give you access to everything, so there's different paths to where it is, but we don't know, and that's what's great about it. Could be the 3rd item in 6, could be in the stabby boys, could be in New Kasuto, could be in Spec Rock. It's so gross, man. I love it. I would hate to run this seed. Absolutely hate it, but... so at the beginning of the dungeons, when there's multiple items turned on, there are clouds at the start of the dungeon. You just count the clouds. If there's no clouds, it's 0 items. Or when you're about to go down the elevator, there's also statues on the top right. That will also tell you how many items are in the palace. Oh, Ellendar walks right to where Sigil couldn't go. Yep, no problem. Yeah, if anybody has questions, ask away. It's a good time because the runners are just kind of covering each other's ground. Alright, Sigil first to the downstab man. Imito, is this our answer? No, it's a 5th heart container. First heart container of the seed. I lied to you again, saying that there was probably no more heart containers. Who is this noob, man? Look, at least I predicted the 3-item P6, right? Alright, we know that this way Ellendar is only going to find the boss. Yeah, no reason to do the boss. I mean, you could do it if you think Barba will drop you $1,000 and you cared about levels, but I think these guys are at the point where the levels are good enough, so. Wait, what is this on the west that Sigil found? Oh, it's just a little cove with, looks like grandma in it? Wow, is that a faster way to the bridge? Oh, you're right, there could be rooms behind Barba. That's so disgusting, yeah. I forgot. I always forget about that until it's too late. I would say with the size of what we've seen so far, it's unlikely, but it definitely could be. Yeah, if we've determined it's a tower, which I haven't been paying enough attention. If you walk a single floor and it loops into itself, like left to right, then it's a tower, so. And that means the boss is always at the top and there's no items behind it, guaranteed. Alrighty. Yes, Sigil. I mean, oh, dude. He's looking for Darunia. I don't remember where that was. I think I wasn't paying attention. And if it's not there, if that's not the hammer or flute, he's going back into P6. You're a tower. Thanks, bro. Alright, here we go. This is our answer. Wait, was it the item room? Wait, what? Yeah, that's an item room, yeah. This is our 3rd item. We'll find out almost simultaneously whether that's the answer or not. Oh my god! Foul, dude! Oh, and Sigil gets the hammer! Oh, and that's gonna send him to Spec Rock, to New Kasuto. Oh no, dude. Well, if the glove doesn't strike in GP, the glove struck in this seed. Because the glove blocked the way to the flute. Oh my Lanta, dude. That is something else. No, do not skip Fairy. Don't listen to this man. Fairy is, I mean, this is the thing. This is what I can't get down is, do you just leave now and go to GP? It could be a free GP. It could be awful. But I think you have to spend the time getting this fairy spell. Yeah, the 3-eyed rock is literally right off the bridge, which it's probably faster to walk out of VOD, but it could also be faster to go from home. Okay, okay, hold the phone. Now, wait a minute. The shield spell could play a role. And the life spell! If GP is terrible, Ellendar is not going to get that 5th heart. He's not going to get the shield spell. He's not going to get the life spell. Oh, he's got to find the jump in this P6. If he wants to get to the fairy, I think, right? I can't remember if the fairy was jump blocked or not. I know the jump was an pass-through item room. No, I think if you go through the jump room, the room with jump, it takes you... Oh, Slacker says it was. Alright, he sees it now. Right. Oh, you're right. Yeah, this 6 is cruel, man. Alright. What is in the tower? What could this be? Fire? Oh, baby! Literal baby! Okay, so Sigil now knows it feels real. Wow, okay, hold on. That's not true. He's gonna go to Spec Rock. I guarantee he's gonna go to Spec Rock. Spec Rock, I think, has to be fire. We've seen everything else. Yeah, we've seen everything else. I'm pretty certain it's the fire spell. Which I don't... I think we've cast enough spells to probably suss out that it's not linked to anything. Oh, this is such an awesome first max rando seed. Full clear McGee. Yeah, there it is. Okay, unlinked fire. So that's the standard fire icon. If you have a linked fire, we actually have a brand new icon that has 2 fireballs facing opposite way. It's very noticeable from the base fire one. So if you see what looks like a fire icon that's like jacked up, then you know you've got a linked fire. Okay, here we go, Ellendar. Toot. This has to be GP. Yep. Okay. 105.25 entry. Now, keep in mind, this is far from over depending on this GP, because Ellendar has 0 safeties. He got 0 of the safeties in the seed. Didn't get the 1 extra heart container. Didn't get the... Oh my goodness! Well, the thunder was required, so that was boots locked. No shield spell, no life spell. 4 hearts, life 6. Well, you would have found out pretty nice and early that you needed thunder. Sigil has literally nothing left to check. He's just got to go to that glove block, get the flute, get out, and come to GP. How are the levels looking? 556 to 557. So Sigil definitely has the defense advantage. It may not matter. Dark Link could literally be 2 rooms away from here. You just have no idea, man. Uh-oh. Little love tap. Oh, oh, T-Bird, you piece of poop. All right. Round 1 goes to T-Bird. He did cast... does he have enough to cast Reflect? I don't think he has enough. Yeah, he definitely does. Okay, I think he cast it last time too, did he? But Reflect on Thunderbird is really OP. If you don't know, when you cast Reflect for some weird reason, it makes your hitbox smaller. So you're less likely to get hit by these random fireballs, so... I will be the first to admit that Reflect carries me pretty hard on the T-Bird fights usually. Oh my land. Yeah, I was going to say that's going to be a problem. Boy, T-Bird is not cooperating, man. Nice thing is that he's like 2 rooms in, so if you do game over, it's not the end of the world. Obviously, you want to kill it first try, but... There it is. Okay. T-Bird down. We may just see a grab of the bag and an up A. Yeah, so once T-Bird dies and you grab the item, he's dead forever. So there's no reason here not to up A. Alright, what is next to T-Bird? Well, the glove is 100% required, so is the down stab that we started with. Because this is, there is in the right potential fairy here? Yeah, okay. But this is 100% a glove-blocked down stab, so Sigil would have been SOL had he come in gloveless. Alright, here we go, into the meat of the palace. How long is it? Somebody should count the rooms. Oh, all right. Nice stab by Ellendar to push that guy back off the screen. That was sick. Oh, hello. First junction. Up we go. Sigil's at the flute. Okay, here we go. Ellendar going to get the fairy. Makes sense. I forget the walk-in time for Ellendar, but was it? I think it was 105:25. Hopefully somebody typed it in chat or somebody remembers. Wow. Okay. Well. Wait, Sigil, is he? What? Did he link feet? Oh my God! Please stop it, you guys. At the top of that, you can actually stab that statue for a jar if you need to, but... Oh, fairy feet, yeah. Yeah, 105:25. So, Ellendar is 4.5 minutes behind. Sorry, Sigil is 4.5 minutes behind. I think I said Ellendar. Alright, Sigil takes down T-Bird, doing the same thing, up A-ing. And they're waiting for this guy, stabbing him. Oh, okay, he's gonna just take his time and kill him here. This could take a while. Oh, okay. Yeah, this could take a while, but I think Ellendar's on his last life, so he's taking it really careful here. Usually if you wait till the bird jumps and then just sort of down stab off of him, you'll have enough time to get through, but I'm not sure if is this the first waffle or the second waffle? I'm not sure. But nothing wrong with playing it safe, just to, okay, it was the first waffle. Yeah, okay. In that case, yeah, it makes sense. Just to play it safe. That actually was less stabs than I thought it was going to be fair. But Sigil is hot on the heels, making up time. Again, he's got that shield spell. He's going to shield rooms. And he has the extra heart, so he effectively has... Oh! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh, not like this, bro. Not like this. Oh no. That's a poop way to determine this race, man. Oh no. Oh, I see. Ellendar never went for the jump or the fairy. See? That's so hard, man. Oh, and he game overed anyway. Oh, he didn't game over. He has another life. Okay. That is, well, they're about to high five here. Oh no, Ellendar! Oh, okay, well. There is a junction he can take now. It's not over. Because there was a bottom right that he didn't take, I think. Unless Sigil took it and I didn't see it. Sorry, I was getting a text from my kid here. Yeah, and unfortunately, if he would have He would have gotten jump out of it too, which would make these waffle rooms a lot easier. I understand now why he was killing the blue bird, because he didn't have jump, and that blue bird would have just came up and bit him in the butt. So Sigil, if this is the way, takes the lead. Again, there is about a few more rooms in. There is that junction with the up and the right, and I think both runners just went up. Unless I missed somebody checking the right and it's just a dead end or something. I believe this is it right here. Where's the bird? There he is. All right. No, Ellendar, you went that way. Oh, did he check? Did somebody check the bottom there? I actually forgot about this middle section too, so. Yeah, that may not be deterred by the fairy block. This kind of feels like a random walk palace, which typically means a lot of times stuff will usually interconnect. Okay, so there's the bottom. Oh boy, there's going to be a lot of fun in here, though. Nicely handled. Oh, I spoke too soon. No! Wow! He took a beam in the face at life 6 and it didn't kill him. Well, technically he took it in the back, but... Sigil's in the same area that Ellendar was in at first. Finding the top of that elevator, he's gonna go right here. It's a dead end! Oh no. Oh boy. I don't think Shield's gonna save him. Alright, still 2 lives left though. Yeah, if I had to guess what kind of palace this is, I would guess that it's a random walk based on the layout. Seems like it's big and blocky with multiple corridors that will like loop into each other. Yeah, that's a right there with the statue. No, okay. All right. What about a second 4-way? Pick your poison. Which right do you want to take? There's 1, 2, 3, 4 rights and 3 lefts. Hello. Now, if we think it's a random walk palace, the meta play is to just go up and right first, just to see. Oh boy, another junction. Okay, well that one leads back to the other one, so that's part of the other. Yeah, I like this from Sigil. Just I think the play right now is just go up and right for now until proven wrong. I don't know how far Ellendar is going to get out in here, man. No shield, no life, no fairy, no jump. This is... Okay, well, it doesn't matter! Sigil comes from 4.5 minutes behind, entering GP, and it is indeed playing by, we call it Chadbert rules, just go up and right in the random walk palaces, and he has found Dark Link, or Dark... I don't know the name of his sprite, I'm bad. Oh! Alright, there it is. 117. 17. Yeah, the Crystallis spread. I don't know the guy's name, though. What a banger, baby. That is a nice preview of what is about to come for Max Rando. Definitely follow ZeldaSpeedRuns and the runners, by the way. They put on a hell of a show. But you're going to see some wild stuff, man. The next seed you watch could be over in 20 minutes. Welcome to Max Rando. It's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah, Mad Max Rando is a great name for it, so. Sigil will take home the victory. We'll see if we get anybody in the booth with us here. Yes, we do. Both runners, GG's. That's exactly what I would do.
GG's, man.
Oh, man. That is literally the perfect response, man. Alright, so
was fairy actually required?
Yeah, yes.
Yes.
So, how... So...
Well, from what we saw, There could have been a different way to the top right, but Dark Link was in the top right.
It looked no, it would have. I was pretty sure at that point that it was. I don't think there was that many other possibilities. It would have had to go like left and up and around and, but yeah, where was jump?
In 6.
Both of in 6 with the fairy.
Oh, jump was it? Okay, sure.
Yeah.
You need to jump.
Yeah,
to
if you
get
would have
fairy.
you had to go left to get jump, to go back through the jump block in 6 to go up, down, and right to get fairy.
Yeah, because so I saw where that jump block was, but there was that up elevator there. And I'm like, well, this is a tower. There's like no way there's not going to be a way to loop around to that up elevator, right? There was not.
Yeah, that's crazy. I didn't think it was a tower.
Oh yeah, that
because
was
of that.
A tower, but this is one of the
floors
things
didn't
when I built
connect.
the towers, right? Like it's not just by the elevator, right? Like there could be loops,
Crazy.
and turnbacks, and dead ends, and like you have the general vibe of it. But like I'm really glad that tower turned out the way it did because it was a really cool structure. But also, come on,
man, what a seed. So like the quick rundown. I mean, you guys
getting that glove. What I did.
Yeah, you definitely got to the glove before Sigil. Sigil could not find the cave to the maze. You were the first to the maze, but Sigil was the first to full clear the east and realize that it was the three-eyed rock. And then you went back and got glove, and you didn't stick around at 6, so you were the first into GP by about 4.5 minutes. But Sigil found the defenses in New Kasuto, which had shield and life spell.
Yeah,
Which I was hoping was level 9.
Like an hour into that seed, I had like 3 spells.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, it was such a barren seed. The
Especially
XP,
GP,
actually,
that really hurt me because I had no jump, I had no shield, I had no life.
Yep.
I had no.
Oh
fairy,
yeah, we pointed that out multiple times. Yeah.
Myself save.
Shield and life.
Yeah.
Kasuto.
Yeah, I mean they had to be. The only things I had left to check were New Kasuto, like all 3 checks New Kasuto because I didn't have a hammer. I didn't check Spec Rock because I didn't have a hammer. I didn't check either 2 stab guys because I didn't have jump or fairy for the entire seed. So there wasn't much left to check.
The jump guy in Darunia had a heart.
Yeah.
That was it.
Okay. A heart would have been nice, but
yeah, it was crazy, man. You made it through DM Sigil, but then you didn't find the bridge on the west when Sigil did.
Didn't.
It was so
back
and forth.
Just like I either like didn't path up there or my brain just like completely missed it. But yeah, no, I just didn't find it. And then I went, I'm like, okay, well I gotta go through the maze. And I went through the maze and I found Maze Island, or through Death Mountain, I found Maze Island. I'm like, okay, well this is good. Like I didn't spend too long in that Death Mountain. And then there was nothing, there was no way off on the maze. I'm like, uh-oh. I'm like, well, but it's all clear of the stuff that's here while I'm here, and I got the glove, and I'm like, wow, that's lucky.
I was looking for glove for. I found a glove on my recorder or hammer hunt.
Yeah, I think you got the glove at and it was over an hour when Sigil got the glove. I think, because he went into 6 and had to leave to come back with a glove later because the way to jump and stuff was glove blocked. So
the way
it was very back and forth.
No, the way to the recorder was glove blocked.
Oh yeah, that's right. Only the flute was glove blocked. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, because I was that whole time I was just there for the flute, and I saw a fairy, and I knew it was a tower by that point. And I'm like, well, I definitely want to make sure that I get this before I leave, just in case, for GP. And then, yeah, somehow, despite there being like an extra elevator and extra, like there was no way around it. You had to use that jump. And I just, man, that
elevator led nowhere.
Yeah. Most of the top side of the tower sort of led nowhere. I mean, I should assume jump was up there somewhere, but
yeah.
So jump, fairy, and flute all required all in P6, and I had done with my palaces at that point.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah,
I
because
probably
you need
should've
jump to
gone
get.
into
I was
P6
thinking,
the
yeah, you
first
need
time
jump
I
to
was
get
there.
fairy. Yeah.
Because I was like, I know there's extra overworld checks on the east I had skipped, and I wanted to do those, but like I should have with the 3 item 6, I definitely should have probably dug that the first time I was there and not done overworld stuff. But
Yeah, I may or may not have yelled at you, but I didn't realize
yeah,
you had more in the east to do. I
yeah,
was
I
like, what is he
didn't.
doing? Where is he
Well,
going?
I wasn't doing checks in the east, right? Like I was like
Yeah.
convinced that GP was going to be in DM. The only reason I was doing I was just doing quick checks looking for towns. Also, I was trying to find the way to the Valley of Death because I somehow missed it at the beginning. But I was just trying to do like quick checks in towns and stuff. Because I was looking for. At that point, I still didn't have Thunder. Like I had just the 2 starting spells, right? That's it. And I'm like, well, Thunder or Fairy or Jump or Shield or Life. Like I really would like to have something coming into GP. And I'm like, okay, well, I'll do some quick checks. And then when I went through the Valley, it wasn't. When it wasn't GP, I was like, uh-oh.
You get nothing.
Nope.
Yeah. I should just listen to the scene.
Yeah.
Everything I needed was there.
Yeah, I mean, it was honestly, it was a hell of a great first seed to showcase Max Rando and how. I mean, I guess it could have been a standard seed too, but
Yeah.
just seeing all the way things turned out.
The only
It's gonna be
thing
fun,
that
man.
the only thing that was a little bit sad about it is starting with 4 containers. Didn't get
Yeah.
to have that fun.
4 containers, 3 lives. I wanted to yell Ellendar, but I thought I would hold off till after the seed's over. Ellendar!
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
All right,
disappointed
fellas,
with that also.
Go ahead, Sigil.
I was disappointed.
Any
that-
No, my bad. You go.
Yeah, I know. I was also disappointed with having 4 hard containers.
What's your guys' threshold for asking for a reroll? Is it just automatically 2 lives no matter what, or is it like?
I'm fine with
if you
2
have-
lives. One heart, 2 lives. I don't know if I'd ask for a reroll, but I'd probably accept it if someone
would.
asked.
I'm really.
I would
don't know.
I would definitely type faster than Chadber would. Reroll.
I have won a tournament race on 1 heart, 2 lives before, so
What? Holy moly!
I will do it, but it took a couple hours. Like it's not a quick show.
Crazy.
But I will do it. But yeah, it's one of those things where if someone else is like, hey, let's reroll this up, yeah, I would definitely do that. Especially like if you have like a 1 heart, 2 lives start, but you've got like down stab and shield spell. I'm like, nah, right? Like that's fine.
I know. Yeah,
But
it depends on the
you
other
get some
stuff.
mean
If you
ones.
start with like down stab and key, like you guys did in this seed, it'd be like, oh man, it feels bad. But
Yeah, or like if 1-ups are in the pool and it's like, okay, well, you just gotta farm for a bit, like.
yep. All right, fellas, I will give you one last final blurb to yourself. I don't know if you want to shout out anybody or say whatever you like. But,
I'd just like to
go
thank
ahead,
you guys for the
Sigil.
restream.
Yeah, shout
Yeah.
out to ZSR and
Slacker.
and people helping out.
And thank
Yep,
you,
couldn't agree
Ellendar,
more.
for being easy to schedule with.
Oh yeah, no problem. This is a fun one. And then we
Yes.
get another race coming up in an hour and a half.
Oh, you stole my thunder, bro. Yeah, an hour and a half, 9 p.m. Eastern. Who's fighting? It is
Jay Coper
Jay
and
Coper
Angel
versus
Angel Nimbus.
Yeah, go ahead. I'll let Slacker take it away from here. By the way, GG's for Slacker doing the hard job, as I always say, especially Max Rando tracking. Man, it's not easy. So
But definitely thank you, Sigil and Ellendar. Give them a follow if you can for the show they put on. And also thank you to Gob for commentating. As you said, you got the next race, 9 o'clock in an hour and a half. I'm going to rate us over to the other half of Slack Pun Industries, Irene. She's doing a Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening DX randomizer seed. But here on ZSR main, we actually have in 30 minutes a Majora's Mask randomizer race going to be happening. So if you want to stay tuned for that, come back over to here. Our Z2R race will be on ZSR 2 if you wanted to watch that. But other than that, Thank you for watching, everybody, and we'll see you next time.